Hello, this is John Jughead Pearson with episode 4 of A Punk Rock Idiot's Guide to Hiking and or Getting Lost, subtitle In Japan. Today I did the hike called Takedao Tunnel Hike. It's actually more of a stroll than a hike. It's very family oriented. My friend Ben, who lives in Osaka, who's from Australia, recommended this one, so I took it. And I'll get right into it now, and then I'll have a little bit more information about it at the end. Just what you should know now is it's a JR trail line. The JR is one of the many train companies that are in Osaka and all over Japan. So here, let's get right into it with a little Even in Blackouts music first. Hello, I'm at the Namaze station, Namaze, on the JR line. This is my second hike for the weekend. This is just a shorter one. I did the Takatori Castle yesterday, and now there's this famous one here. It's usually mostly for families. It's called the Takedao Tunnel Hike, where you actually get to go through all these old JR, which is a train line, get to go through all the old tunnels, and you have to have a flashlight, so I brought a flashlight because you go through some dark tunnels. Alright, so even before we get to the hike, I had to walk along this road for about 20 minutes next to the speeding traffic area. I'm supposed to go right underneath that. This is the beginning of the path. This is where the guy was standing the other day. They wouldn't let me go in. There's something going on with my video camera where I haven't been able to record video, but now it's letting me, so we'll see if it holds out. This is the beginning of it right here. So finally, the beginning of the path. Wow, took me 2.5 hours to get here. I got so lost because I tried to hop this train, and I had like 1 minute to go in the Osaka station, and it shut the gate right in front of me. That's the pros and cons to the Japanese efficiency, is that it's great that everything runs exactly on time, but they don't leave room for any mistakes or getting just seconds behind. Even if they see you coming and about to get on, in most cases they will just shut the door anyway. I've seen them hold it sometimes, I don't know, but in general, way more than in the States or anywhere else I've seen, they will shut the doors exactly right at the moment the doors are meant to be shut. So I ended up on the wrong train, and I went past this place because it's on a local train stop. You can't, this must be the sign about warning you about they're not responsible for anything that happens. But anyway, so I was stuck on the stop. Namaze is a local stop, and I couldn't get on a train that would take me to the local stop. So this path actually follows the old train path. So you'll see these wooden planks left over from the old railroad way. Now we're going over the first bridge of this nice little jaunt, this family hike. From what I hear, it goes mostly to the side of this river, which sounds beautiful. I hear on some parts of this probably not this part, you can actually swim in some of it. I wouldn't swim in this part though, just by the sound of it. I do like my exploring, but sometimes I get these feelings like if I was actually crazy, I would jump down to that rock. Oh, I don't think I'd ever make it, but
I definitely had the thought that it'd be cool to be standing on that rock with all the water pouring in around you. I don't know how I'd get back out. Probably have to jump into the water. Which catching a Sundance Kid style. I'm coming up to the first tunnel. I hear this one is the least darkest of all of them. But you can see some people having some lunch right by the entrance to the tunnel. I will be going into there, maybe with a flashlight. So here we go into this first tunnel. Little bench here. It's pretty cool. Can't really see what's in front of you, but it's not so dark that I need this flashlight yet. Oh, but you can't really see what's right in front of you. Ooh, this is kind of spooky. Well, let's see what's up there. Well, the flashlight doesn't really do much. Oh, it's like I'm in some sort of scary video game, huh? Better be a zombie. This is dark. I can see the spot on the wall. I put the flashlight in front of me. Can't really see it. Oh, there's the tracks. Oof. Only in Japan could you be able to go through this. I mean, as a tourist attraction. I mean, I'm sure there's places in the States where you can wander through old tunnels illegally. But see, there's the light at the end of the tunnel, literally. So I'll catch you at the end of that. So now nearing at the end of the tunnel. It's very wet here. So I just got wetted on. I might do a fast motion thing on this. Let's see. So that was the first tunnel. And this is the sides of the walls. Someone wrote some kanji on there. This is the nice end of the tunnel leading into the next section. So in the hiking guide that I saw, and I've seen in a few others, it said that the JR train line isn't responsible for cutting down the trees and the grass, so the path can get pretty crazy in the summer. But I did see these fellas working there, so maybe now that it's such a tourist destination, at least someone takes care of it. But I think in general, I don't think Japan can allow the things not to be beautiful. Even if they're not supposed to be legally traveled upon hikes, they seem to, know that it exists, and that's not going to stop existing. So they just can't condone it legally, or else they'll be responsible, probably insurance-wise. But yeah, they were trimming the trees. It's a beautiful section, lined with trees on both sides. A little bit farther away now from the water. You can still hear it. The track's a little bit more bumpy here. I had this feeling, especially after coming out of that first tunnel, that even though these tracks, haven't been used in years and years and years, going through that tunnel made me think, I have this little paranoia that there's going to be a big train coming down and go, but it would have to be a ghost train, because I don't think any train has been on these tracks, like I said, in ages and ages and ages. So you go a bit past that tunnel, about 10 minutes, and the water definitely calms down for a little while. But it looks like it's getting a little rapid up there again. But I just wanted to get a little video of these cool carved from nature rocks along the other side here. It's pretty beautiful. and a huge hill of trees. A lot of them look like they're just about to plunge over the edge. And a lot of them do, I imagine. Look, it's another Devil's Privy, a latrine of the gods. I think that's now going to be a running joke for me as long as I'm in Japan. There actually is one in Asuka that's called that, which I talked about in my last hike. I just wanted to show you this really beautiful area here along there's a lot more of the wooden tracks, and it turns over into this beautiful green, luscious, hilly area with these, the big waves over the rocks. It's not really waves, is it? No. Waves would be going back and forth, right? That's the thing for oceans, right? This is just a river running through it. Look at that, very beautiful. Oh, I just did that video of the latrine joke, and look at this. We're into our second tunnel. I think this one is probably a little darker and a little bit longer, and a little bit more out here by myself now. Here's one of the old train track signs, they said. I saw something on the side etched into one of the walls, 1956. So that might have been the last time that they did, repairs on this track and built that brick wall. Oh, yeah, this one is going to be dark. Yeah, and the sound goes away too. That makes it even a little bit more spooky. Yeah. Look at, I'm in a video game. Oh, spooky. Oh golly. That is spooky. You can hear my feet. Oh yeah, this one is really dark. There's probably animals living in here too. But Japanese families travel through these each day. So all you can hear is the crunch of my feet and see my little light. There's nothing really here to see, but I thought you might enjoy a little bit of this creepiness. Again, ooh, look at that. Looks like somebody put a little shrine in here. Shrine to the dead train conductors. Ghostly train conductors. Alright, I'll turn this back on if I see anything. Oh, look at that, some hooks. Right there, hooks on the wall. I don't know what for. So the conductors can hang their ghost coats. There's some more over there. I must have where they... Oh, they're all over the place. Yeah. Now here comes the third tunnel of this excursion. It's really relaxing and then also horrifying when you're in the tunnels. A hike that has both of those extremes, but there really isn't so far much to actually show someone like in a video. So it's been a little unspectacular in that degree, but it is beautiful to do. I'm going to go into this tunnel. Let's see if it keeps recording. It's been stopping in the tunnels. I thought maybe in the dark, but I think it's because I'm getting... Is that flashlight working? Yep. Okay, here we go. Oh, this one is not nearly as long as that last one. I could already see the light at the end of this tunnel. The last one I was at was really long, and there was someone at the other end. I could see this little, it looked like, like if you're looking up in the sky and you only see one star, I could see one point of light. at the end of this, the end of the tunnel, and I thought it was the end of the tunnel, but it was actually some other guy's flashlight. There was also some writing on the other tunnel I was at in one of these little alcoves that are kind of frightening when you're coming up to them. It's a perfect place for someone to hide and jump out at you. Yeah, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I love the sound of the feet too, on the tracks and the rocks. There's the top of it. Oh, look up there. Can't really see it because the light is too bright from the sun out there. Let's see if I can make that area. I think I'll just keep you with me here and go through the end of this tunnel, because I think it'll come into view. You'll see this lovely bridge up there. That's nice. I might have to come back and try to get a picture of this. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at the color from the dark, dank cave into the bright world of green and red and orange. And here we are outside on this lovely bridge. Let's go back and look where we came from. That tunnel. And got water to the left of us, water to the right of us. Ah, the water's very loud here now. This is pretty wonderful. And we got another tunnel up at the front. That was a little nice area. I sort of stayed around there for a little bit, took a couple pictures. That's the sort of the view that you see in a lot of the hiking guides. And now we're into the fourth tunnel. Oh, and my pants are falling down. We'll keep you on for a little while, see if anything exciting happens. I'm gonna need my flashlight again. Look at that. All you can see is my hand and the flashlight. Now there's some ground. There's some wall. There's some ceiling. And there's some witch. Witches! Mr. Blair Witch. Mr. Blair Witch Trial. Okay. Not much for you to witness in here. Just be a little scared with me. But if the video ends here, you know I didn't make it out. So I'm going to stop this now and try to get through this tunnel. I like to get the video of coming out of these tunnels into this bright light. I think that, well, the video on these iPhones exaggerate how bright it is. That would be more like, you know, you died and you're going to hell. I mean heaven. So, oh, look at the moss. Like I said in a couple of my other videos, I love the moss here in Japan. I would probably do a video of the place in Arashiyama, which is called the Garden of Lost Love, where it was a princess's garden that she took care of. I think she was a very lonely woman, and she loved moss. So it's a pretty amazing Not huge, but really beautiful garden of all different types of moths. So here's another nice walking path, similar to the others. Oh, that's a cool little tunnel. But I gotta watch out for things like that too. Little tunnely area. Oh, okay. I gotta go in here. What is it? Oh. Nothing but cool. I mean, you could live here if you were homeless, I guess. They must come out and clean these things quite often, contrary to JR saying they don't take care of it, because it doesn't look like anybody's lived there or even urinated there. I can't even smell the urine. As you can see, when we went over that one bridge, from that one tunnel bridge into another tunnel, the river is now on the opposite side, or the path is now, the train tracks are on the opposite side. There's some more beautiful Robert Redford River runs through it crap. Look at this. I actually have a decision to make, and I haven't even consulted the hiking guide at all. This is where I just came from. The tracks go down that way, but there's also this path up here to the left of it. So I shall see what to do. Yep, so the plan is to still continue down the railroad tracks. Still got quite a bit to go. I'm going to pick up pace a little bit more because I have an outing tonight with some of my friends here. We have this sort of dinner club where we try different Japanese, or actually they're Japanese, so they bring me to a different Japanese place each night. And tonight we're going to have tonkatsu, which is pretty much fried pork, which is lovely. There's some wooden structure coming up there. And as the guide that I was just looking at says, that when you come through that fourth tunnel, it turns into more of a really park-looking area, more than mountains, which is exactly the way to phrase it. It's really peaceful. Very nice. Got a couple of people up there too. I'm going to head up to see what is up there. Oh, it looks like it's probably going to be another tunnel. Alright then, get ready. Hi! Hi! I'm a wooden bear. I got shot through the chest by a cannonball. This, I hear, is a place to go up into the forest to see sakura, but this is not the season for cherry blossoms. So it says to continue on through this lovely tunnel right there. Now here's a little map. There it is. There's a little map for you. I was walking through this shorter tunnel, and I realized that there's just a beauty that you can't really get with seeing, you know, it probably just looks like a splotch of light to you, but it reminded me of all the metaphors that uses tunnels, you know, like tunnel vision, and like I said, the light that's at the end of the tunnel. There is something really just beautiful and amazing about seeing this dark, dingy area around, but in the distance there's this light, but it also creates a lot of anxiety too. That's it. I might have lost track, but I think we're going through our 6th tunnel now, and they still look as scary as before. Oh, look at the scary signpost. Oh, look, there's few little steps up to something I can't read. The first one is a kanji I don't know, then it's funei. I don't know what funei is. Oh, it's just an area you can have a picnic. Nice. There it is. Kuniai. Kanji, Kuniai, Kanji Kanji. There's people talking at the end of this tunnel. This is a the way this one started is very different. Looks a little bit more dangerous. And it's got the little hole right there into the water. This one is also a very short tunnel, just curves slightly to the left. Don't even need my flashlight for this, or my video game references, which I know very little about. So I just came out of that 6th tunnel, and now from here there's a family. You can see right there, I think. Yes. And there's this cement structure up over here in the distance. Looks like a park. I mean, a place for parking cars. Maybe, I don't know what it is. This section of the video isn't really saying anything. It's our nice little quiet train track path has led into some construction work going on here. I saw some other couple up ahead of me go this way, so I figured this is the way I'll have to go. There it is.
Well, thank you for watching that and getting to the end of it, which didn't seem like an end at all, because I was actually surprised myself that the trail was over at that point. I had read that there was a restaurant that a lot of people that have finished the hike would go and have some beer, and I think maybe because there was some construction going on, it actually led me right to the train station, so I just paid for my ticket and got back on the train. I really enjoy this hike, but like I say in the episode, it doesn't really lend itself to the video and to showing the beauty and the old antique looking ancient things that you can find in Japan. It's more of a local, relaxing, picnicky, family oriented hike with creepy tunnels. So it's definitely worth, if you come to Japan, it's definitely worth taking a look at. My friend Ben, who lives here in Osaka, he's an Australian fellow, recommended it to me, and I finally took it. I also reference, one of the things got cut out because the video didn't work. I referenced that I had gone there once before when I was here about a year and a half ago, and I couldn't get in. There was that path that has that sign over there, but there was a guy, a security guard there that was going, no, 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 no. So there might have been something really wrong with the path at that day, because it's already not legal to take the path, but sort of sanctioned by the government to allow it to happen. But there must have been something seriously going on there where they couldn't allow people to go down onto the path and take responsibility for that. So the other thing I want to say is that it's a JR line, and I found the name of the old JR line. JR is a pretty large corporate-owned train line in Japan, and this one used to be called was the Fukuchiya. Oh, let me get that again. Fukuchiyama Sen. The Fukuchiyama Sen train line, the JR line. It's about 5 kilometers long, and you can pick it up at where I was at, the Namaze station. Namaze station. It's really pleasant. It takes you about 2 hours to 3 hours if you take breaks, and the tunnels are really fucking cool. So thanks for watching this episode, and I don't know what's next.